Nike's just made a brand new commercial with Caitlin Clark wearing her new Kobe shoe that came out today. And I saw this commercial yesterday on the internet. I thought it was so cool. There's a part where she's in the locker room and she opens her eye and it looks like a snake eye, but when you look closer, it's actually the Kobe symbol. Nike just did the best business trick ever. And A'ja Wilson is really mad. After spending tons of money on Wilson stuff while watching Caitlin Clark get everyone excited every time she plays basketball, Nike finally understood what was really happening. Nike finally gives Caitlin Clark her special shoe. Is this the first Caitlin Clark only Nike commercial since she started playing in the WNBA? I know she showed up here and there. She was in this ad here. She was in this ad there. She was part of this shoe release here. Part of this shoe release there. But is this our first real Caitlin Clark only commercial since she joined the WNBA? They've been picking the wrong person this whole time. And now that they're switching to the woman who actually sells stuff, Asia's really upset. Friends, this isn't just about shoes. This is about Nike finally saying they've been playing favorites with someone whose sneakers sit on shelves while Clark's stuff crashes their website faster than slow internet in 2025. Caitlin Clark and Nike are officially releasing Caitlin Clark's Indiana Faber special, Kobe 5s, in just a couple weeks. So this shoe was first seen being worn by Caitlin, and people thought it was a color made just for her until just a couple days ago, where Nike's real pictures of the shoes got leaked, and they said that everyone will now have a chance to wear her shoe. Let's talk numbers, because math doesn't lie, even when your feelings want it to. A'ja Wilson's Nike. A1 shoes, sure. They sold out in 5 minutes back in May. Sounds good until you realize they only made a few. Basically making fake shortage. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark drops a Kobe team-up shoe and 13,000 pairs disappear in just minutes. Not 5 minutes, just minutes. Well, I don't think I'd be wrong to say Caitlin Clark's Kobe is the sneaker of the week. And everyone's looking at this one mostly, if you really wanted that shoe, I hope you worked fast because there's only 13,000 pairs on sneaker websites tomorrow. Add that with a really high resale price. I think this shoe will be really hard to get, but I really hope that with Caitlin Clark's sneaker coming out, that this starts something and we might see other special player Cobes sold to everyone. The Nike website didn't just slow down. It basically gave up to the Caitlin Clark fans. Resale prices immediately went up to $350 to $600 on other websites. When Clark's stuff hits stores, it doesn't just sell out. It creates crazy buying that makes Black Friday look like a commyard sale. These things are amazing. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there is fire. And these things are hitting so hard. And who has a bot? Who has shoe connections? Because I need 2 pairs. I need one for the sneaker wall and I need one for my feet because these things are hitting right here. And no, I don't want to pay $600 on GOAT. But here's where it gets interesting. Nike spent 2 whole years making Asia's special shoe line, giving her the full princess treatment. Special logos, personal design, ideas, everything. They let her put Celtic symbols for her parents, quotes from her grandmother, and enough personal touches to make it a family memory book, which I lost all respect for Agent Wilson. I don't want to hear her thoughts. I don't care what she has to say from now on. When you keep a Nike deal 2 years secret while you're saying all that crazy stuff about Caitlin Clark in the Time magazine, read it, read what she said in the Time magazine, but you had a Nike deal the whole time. I think so. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, still waiting for her real special shoe while wearing Kobe hand-me-downs that outsell Wilson's custom masterpieces by numbers that would make a math teacher cry. Nike gave Wilson everything she asked for and more. Yet, somehow Clark's leftovers create more excitement than Wilson's carefully made brand statements. So, it's finally here. Caitlin Clark's sneakers from Nike is finally dropping. She was signed to them last year, and the sneakers is a year late, in my opinion. But still, I'm excited because these sneakers is finally coming out. But what bothers me a little bit is that this is a team up with Kobe. Now, Kobe, respect to Kobe, the legend. Rest in peace. Great basketball player, but in my opinion, Caitlin Clark is a big enough star, and she's making her own story. So I feel like, at least for her first sneaker, it shouldn't be a team up with any other player, dead or alive, in my opinion. I feel like Caitlin should have, for her first shoe, had her own original design just for her. No team up. If you are enjoying, please subscribe. And let's talk about the big problem in the room. A'ja Wilson's me first attitude. This woman has been asking for attention like she's running for president of basketball. She got her special shoe, her custom logo that starts conversations. Translation: nobody knows what it means. Her Nike commercials directed by Malia Obama, and still can't stop acting like the world owes her something. Meanwhile, Clark just shows up, plays basketball, and accidentally becomes the most sellable athlete Nike has seen since Michael Jordan. Wilson's out here demanding respect, while Clark's earning it by crashing websites and filling basketball arenas without even trying. And all this was done while the shoes being made, the collections being done to attack Caitlin Clark and try to call her a privileged white girl that's getting all the special treatment, even though she earned everything she got. This isn't about color. This about good and bad. And I find this a little evil. I find this evil. This is beyond bad, because you had the ability to speak up and say, hey, everybody, calm down. Calm down. Don't get on Caitlin Clark. She got a shoe deal. That's cool. I got 1, 2. Mine's taken a little bit, but it's going to come out. Just be patient. She could have came out and said that, but she didn't. The funniest part, Nike actually tried to make this work. They gave Wilson a $20 plus million contract extension. Created whole marketing campaigns around her diamond in the rough story, and pushed her story harder than a used car salesman trying to make money. But you can't make what Caitlin Clark has naturally. Clark signed her a $28 million deal and immediately became Nike's most valuable person without them even having to work for it. Every time she steps on a court wearing Nike gear, it's free advertising worth millions. Wilson needs production, teams, storylines, and carefully made narratives. Clark just needs to exist. Nike did not mess up Caitlin Clark. It takes years and years of research and development and building and designing and trying and making mistakes to build a custom shoe line. Caitlin Clark has played in only Kobe 5s and Kobe 6s almost only for like the last 3 or 4 years. If they are building a shoe for Caitlin Clark that Caitlin Clark is going to wear, that she's going to sell, that she's going to give away to her teammates, to her fans, to whoever, it has to be as good as, if not better, than the Kobe 5 or 6. And there's new Kobe types out and she doesn't wear them. She signed a $28 million 10-year contract with Nike. Year 2, we're in year 2 of that. The shoes are coming. They have to design them. It takes several years for this to happen. We're not just doing a color change like Paige Beckers did. Let's talk about market impact, because this is where Wilson's dreams crash into cold, hard reality. Caitlin Clark created an estimated $82,500,000 in money impact for Iowa alone. That's not a mistake. $82,500,000 from one player in one state. Her influence goes beyond basketball into pure cultural phenomena territory. Nike executives are probably kicking themselves for not realizing they had the female Michael Jordan sitting right there while they were busy trying to make Aisha Wilson happen like she's some kind of basketball fetch from Mean Girls. The writing was on the wall from day one, but Nike was too caught up in their social justice scorecard to read it. Former Nike basketball marketing director Jordan Rodgers literally went public calling out his old company for messing up the Caitlin Clark opportunity. A former insider had to shame them into recognizing what everyone else could see. That Clark was the golden goose they were ignoring while force-feeding the public a different narrative. Nike stock hit a 5-year low while they were busy trying to make Wilson the face of women's basketball instead of embracing the actual face of women's basketball. Your stock price since 2021, it is down nearly 60%. Your executives and the people who are making these decisions, their stock options are worthless. Meanwhile, you have the single biggest needle mover in all of American sports since Michael Jordan, and you have somehow convinced yourself that you need to slow play this? Let me show you Google Trends search traffic for 4 female basketball players. There is one who only rivals Caitlin Clark, and that is Angel Reese, and you do not have her. She is over at Reebok. I am so confused as to how you would be so invested in the WNBA for several years, and you have been doing great work to try to elevate and uplift that league and many of the athletes there. But this seems like you have convinced yourself that this needs to be an either-or conversation, and we never have an either-or conversation in the men's sports. You have like 10 signature athletes. Half of them don't deserve a signature shoe. And now, suddenly, Nike is waking up. Clarks